Welcome to From Rome Info Video. My name is Brother Alexis Boniello, and I am the publisher and editor of FromRome.info, an electronic journal for news, information, commentary about Rome, Italy, the Catholic Church. Today I want to talk about courage, and I think this is a timely topic. It's become more evident since my recent video, The Only Solution. Because it's pretty clear that most people don't have courage. Most people are cowards. And they watch the video on the only solution that possibly is, which I mean in the natural order. And they're leaving comments of utter desperation, fear, incomprehension, because they're cowards and they suffer from cowardice. Now, not everyone is a coward. Not everyone who suffers from cowardice is a coward. A coward is someone who's decided never to risk himself. He's completely a lover of self, and he looks out for himself. He would never risk himself for his neighbor, his friend, his family, his wife, his child. Never. But many suffer from cowardice since they don't know how to be courageous, and they don't know how important it is. I thank God that from my youth, I admired men greater than myself, the saints, and I strove to learn how they were courageous in fighting evil and what kind of discipline they put themselves through. Because courage, first of all, requires self-discipline. It requires that you do not consider your emotions, your sentiments, your feelings, your suspicions to be important. You recognize that reality, virtue, God's laws, objective truth are greater things. You recognize that the human beings around you are also persons that have an eternal existence. Their body and soul, they have an immortal soul. They are infinitely more important than any other thing in the world around us. And this is exactly the opposite of the worldview of the globalists, who have engineered a modern society which deprives you of all contact with courageous men and with the stories of the courageous. That's why you're never taught anything except about really the great Catholic saints, the great Christian heroes of the past ages, for example, the first Crusaders. And all that is poo-pooed and said, oh, those people were evil. Courage today is called evil. It's called bigotry. It's called rigorism. It's called violence. And so a lot of people suffer from cowardice since they have been deprived of the lights of courage. Courage is like, I'll use a comparison. There are some men who climb Mount Everest, and there's some who fear to ever do it. Now, the men who climb Mount Everest are the realists. They're in contact with objective reality, and they admire great things, and they realize that Mount Everest is no different a mountain than any other mountain. It's only taller, and that therefore the tools you use to climb Mount Everest are pretty much the same used to climb any mountain. Your feet, your endurance, your stamina, your self-discipline to undergo a little sacrifice and uncomfort to achieve something. Of course, Mount Everest, you need special breathing equipment at the top and that sort of thing. I don't mean to say that, but the same thing in every endeavor in which we're tempted to be cowards. Every human endeavor is conquerable because it's human. It's in the natural order of things. Any small steps get it. If someone were to propose arresting all the globalists, it seems to the uninformed or mind, someone who knows nothing about that sort of thing, is an impossibility, a daydream, something that would lead to war, something that's crazier than letting the globalists exterminate us. And I've been getting comments like that in my at fromrome.info for these videos I've made about how to solve the Great Reset. Even some very good friends. But I'll be frank with you, you're acting out of cowardice, you're acting out of sentiment, you're acting out of ignorance because, well, perhaps you've never learned to fight another man. Perhaps you've never fired a gun. Perhaps you would never engage someone in physical combat. Perhaps you've never even disagreed with a police officer. I have denounced 28 police officers criminally. And so I've learned something about that, although I never did that before in my entire life. But I did it because I knew it was right. It was just. It was the honorable thing. Justice required it. But my love for my fellow man required it, that I give an example and that I do my little thing to stop the madness. And to be courageous is the lot and vocation of heroes. And heroes are those who end the conflict by defeating evil. And not all have that metal of soul. And so when I propose arresting all the criminals as a solution to Great Reset, I'm speaking to those who have the vocation to be heroes. And if you don't have that vocation, please don't get upset that I don't publish your comments, because I'm not interested in the mutterings and the effusions and the emotions and the emoting and the complaining and lamentation or the critics or the comments of cowards. God bless. Ave Maria.